Hi friends! Today we are going to do a retell of our favorite fairy tale, and that could be the book that you just listened to or a fairy tale that you remember from when you were younger. And the site that I am on is called StoryboardThat, so break it down to StoryboardThat.com. And once you get here, you are going to click on Create a Storyboard. Now, I've already been here before, and so it's going to ask me if I want to save my previous, there it is, my previous storyboard, and I am going to say yes, load my last one. So let me tell you a little bit about this site while it's loading, or maybe it's not loading. I have scenes up here, which means my background scene, and you will see that I have town, entertainment, home, indoor. There is over 250 free free backgrounds that you can choose from. So I'm just scrolling all the way across, so many to pick from. And so I find it easier to just type in what I'm looking for. So I'm going to type in woods, because I am going to do Little Red Riding Hood. No, we don't want to upgrade, so no, we don't want access to millions of them because that's the paid version. So let's start off with Little Red walking here. And I'm going to size it so it fits the background. Click, and whoops, you're not dragging. There we go. And I am going to now need some characters, correct? So I'm going to go into the characters, and you can see that I have adults and teens and kids, and career-oriented characters. So I'm looking through all of these, and I think for fairy tales we want to go through myths, mythology, monsters. That would be the best way to go through. And I see, a standing wolf. That might be great to come back to as I scroll through. Perfect! There's my Little Red. And I'm just going to click her and drag her. And as I make her a little bit bigger. Now this is where you can get hung up on so many options, because what I now have is I can change the color of her hair. I can change the color of her skin tone. I can change the color of her eyes. We want to leave her cape red because she's not Little Blue Riding Hood. Change the color of her shirt, her skirt. I think, let's do, there you go. And we're going to leave her shoes black. Now, editing pose, when I click on that, I can make her happy. And that changes her face, and you'll see it up here. I can change her legs so it looks like she's walking. I am going to put her arm out, and I'm going to update the pose. And when I do that, it's perfect to put a basket right on her hand. So I'm going to type in the word basket rather than scroll through everything. And this is the perfect basket for Little Red. So they pop up pretty big. You're going to have to resize a lot of them. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could add some food. Now I want her to be able to share what she's doing, so I'm going to go to the Textables tab, and that's where you'll find your speech bubbles. So I'm going to click and drag. And when that pops up, it's going to be incredibly large. So you might want to resize that and tilt it. I'm off to my grandmother's house. House. And you can see that my S fell down to the next line, so if you just drag it, it'll adjust itself. And I want people to be able to read it, So I'm just going to have to move it a little bit. There we go. Now, rather than go through all of that again, I'm just going to click on this and you will see edit and 2 pages. So I am going to click on that and voila, it pops up and there's little red. I want to make another copy of her and I'm going to click and drag her right here. I want her basket and I'm doing that. Ta-da! Now I need a wolf, correct? So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to, I could either go back to my characters and find the wolf. Oops, cancel. Now this one up here looks a little scary, so let's bring this one down. The gray one looks a little scary. All right, and now I think that I would like him to turn and talk to Little Red. So I want him to turn to the left. And let's give him a facial expression. Oh, no, that looks surprised. We want him to look a little greedy, but not too angry. So that looks great. And let's see if we can edit her pose so that she is turning and talking. Let's see if that looks great. All right, now they're having a conversation with each other. So now I've got to think about what are they saying to each other? Well, I think that the wolf is going to be asking her questions. So let's go up to Textable and we're going to click. And I want his speech bubble to kind of be first. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and higher. So when people go to read this, they'll read this one first. So you'll see that right here. I can change it. Not seeing what I like. Ooh, Creepster. That looks like a good one. Where are you going, Little Red? What do you have? All right, what do you think? Okay, I am going to stop this video and then I am going to finish it so you can see my final product and listen to my last minute tips. My Little Red Riding Hood retell is almost done, but I purposely waited until this popped up. So when you've been working on your storyboard for 15 minutes, this will pop up and it will say, please save it. Autosave is only enabled after your first save, but that comes with the paid version. And since we don't have the paid version, we're working on the free version. We're just going to hit OK. Now, I have 3 done and ready to go, 3 cells. Oh my, what big teeth you have, Granny. But I didn't finish the story. So if I'd like to add more cells, I can click on Add and Delete Cells. And I want a 6-cell storyboard. So I want to update. And that will give me room to finish. And I can recreate this scene across the bottom, what big eyes you have, and then have the wolf respond, and then here have Little Red with her grandmother at the end. So when I am done, and I think that it looks great, I am going to do a screenshot to save that. So Command-Shift-4. And I have a screenshot that's on my desktop, and then I can load it into Seesaw and send it. I'm excited to see which fairy tale you are going to choose and create.